Welcome to Bayes University, Abuja, Nigeria, with a legacy of excellence and a vision for nurturing future leaders. Bayes University is in a league of its own. We're all about our people, processes, and technology.
Bayes is one of the highly rated universities in Nigeria in terms of product quality standards.
We don't just produce graduates, but groom people into employers of labor.
And it has made us understand that learning is all about three things. We learn, we unlearn, and we relearn.
Bayes University Hospital offers a range of specialized services equipped with the latest technology, manned by a team of trusted professionals. And now, our vision extends beyond our walls with the Baba Ahmed University in Kano following our lead. Join us at Bayes University and invest in your future today.
Bayes University is the institution that you will get the best value for money education in Nigeria.
Bayes University. Learn to live.
Hello and welcome to all our viewers in Nigeria and around the world to Midday News on Global Television. We're coming to you live from the nation's capital, Abuja. I am Uyi Agumofwebe. The federal government and the Academic Staff Union of Universities, ASU, have ended their closed-door meeting with an agreement that all contentious issues will be amicably resolved to avert a strike. The parties also agreed to kickstart a communication process to avert the planned industrial action by the union. The meeting had in attendance the two ministers overseeing education, Professor Tahiru Maman and Dr. Yusuf Sununu, as well as other top officials on the ministry in the federal government team. Leading the union's team, ASU President Professor Emmanuel Oshodoke said the negotiation process had begun while hoping that the federal government would follow up on what has been agreed on. The Nigerian Education Loan Fund has approved the disbursement of student loans to successful applicants. The fund held its inaugural board meeting, marking a milestone in its mission to support students with financial aid. Under the leadership of its chairman, Jim Ovia, the board approved the immediate disbursement of student loans to successful applicants. Nigeria Governors Forum has assured Nigerians and the organized labor that better minimum wage will result from ongoing negotiations. The governors had previously rejected federal government's proposal of 62,000 naira, stating that some states would need to borrow money to pay salaries. Despite this, organized labor continues to demand a wage of 252,000 naira. The governors chose to hold an emergency meeting after the Federal Executive Council had postponed the minimum wage discussion to allow President Bola Tinubu to conduct broader consultations. The federal government has launched an investigation into the alleged unauthorized sale of national identification number following revelations that the personal data of Nigerians were available for purchase online at a fee. The revelation has sparked widespread concern regarding the protection of individual privacy rights and potential economic repercussions. Minister of Communications, Innovation and Digital Economy, Dr. Bosun Tijani, while addressing the issue, confirmed he had begun discussions with the Minister of Interior, Olubunmi Tujionjo, on the matter. The federal government says it plans to conduct a drug use survey as part of its efforts to combat drug abuse and develop preventive measures. President Bola Tinubu said this at an event held in Abuja to commemorate the 2024 United Nations International Day Against Drug Abuse and Illicit Drug Trafficking. He said the survey to be conducted soon would help the government break the vicious cycle of drug abuse, safeguard teeming youth from falling prey to the illicit acts, and ensure proper resource allocation to address the issue effectively. The immediate past governor of Kaduna State, Malam Nasiru El-Rufai, has urged the Federal High Court in Kaduna to quash the report of the State House of Assembly indicting him of 432 billion naira theft. In a suit filed by his lawyer, El-Rufai said the assembly breached his right to a fair hearing by not inviting him in the course of the probe. He is therefore urging the court to declare the report of the Assembly's ad hoc committee null and void. You're watching Midday News, coming to you live from Nigeria's capital, Abuja. We're on Star Times, channel 276. Kindly follow us on all social media platforms using @Global TV NG and other handles as you now see on your screen. When Midday News returns, crude supply crisis threatens oil investments. Operators warn federal government. These and other stories will come your way shortly behind this break. We urge you to stay with us.
For an insightful idea that takes the center stage and the conversation that gets beyond the headlines, to explore the lasting impact of political decisions, Big Talk got you covered. From policy debates to geopolitical insights, from thought-provoking discussions to actionable insight.
What is the real responsibility of government?
Big Talk delves deep into the heart of the matter. Join us weekdays on global televisions from 6:30 p.m. for a reverting journey into the heart of politics, where we dissect issues shaping our society.
With every government and introduction of new policies, businesses of all kinds and sizes seize the opportunity to evolve and redefine themselves. Business Point on global television is where we follow the money and put the facts and figures right in front of you. Watch Business Point every Monday through Friday at 11 a.m. as Kikelamo Okeri tracks all the latest developments across critical sectors. Business Point. This is business.
This is Global Television, bringing you a live broadcast of the Midday News with Uyag Mofwegwe. We appreciate you for your time with us. Let's jump to the foreign scene now, where as temperatures rose in southern Pakistan, so did the body count. The Eddie Ambulance Service says it usually takes around 30 to 40 people to the Karachi City morgue daily. However, over the last 6 days, it has collected some 568 bodies, 141 of them on Tuesday alone. While it is not clear what the cause of death each case is, the rising number of deaths came as temperatures in Karachi soared. Away from Asia now, Bolivian police have arrested the leader of an apparent attempted coup as after the presidential palace in La Paz was stormed by soldiers. Hundreds of troops and armored vehicles had taken up position on Morillo Square, where key government buildings had located. One armored vehicle smashed down the main gate of the presidential palace, allowing soldiers access. Junior hospital doctors in England have begun a 5-day strike a week before a general election in which the state of the publicly funded National Health Service, NHS, is a major issue. It follows nearly a dozen similar actions by doctors below the specialist consultant level over the last 18 months. The NHS is grappling with a massive backlog caused by the COVID-19 pandemic and worsened by the repeated doctor strikes. An increasingly dissatisfied public also face long waits to see a doctor at their local surgery, in addition to delays associated with operations and starting cancer treatment. In business, the domestic crude oil supply crisis that recently led to accusations and denials in the oil sector may warrant an investment plunge in the industry, that's according to operators. Operators at the Lagos Chamber of Commerce and Industry said the crisis may damage the confidence of international oil companies and investors in refineries. This came as a section of the 650,000 capacity Dangote Petroleum refining caught fire, sparking reactions to social media as videos of the incident went viral. The management of the facility, however, allayed fears about the incident, as he stated that the situation had been put under control, adding that no one was harmed by the fire outbreak. In the past week, the Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited, NNPCL, has said it's uncovered another 165 illegal refineries in various locations across the Niger Delta. According to the company documentary, between June 15 and 21, about 400 incidents of oil theft and vandalism were reported by both the government and private security agencies. It also said that 69 illegal connections were discovered and disconnected in Bayelsa and River State alone. It noted that no fewer than 8 cases of oil spills owing to vandalism or illegal connections were reported across the region. Kano Electricity Distribution Company has dragged the Manufacturers Association of Nigeria before High Court of the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja, over unlawful interference resulting in revenue losses up to the tune of 5.3 billion naira. The lawsuit is a counteraction taken by the distribution company following the rejection of the new tariff hike by the manufacturers, Kano branch and its over 41 member affiliates to boycott payment of the new tariff to the power distributor through a court injunction. The association obtained on behalf of maximum demand consumers on Band A in the 3 states of Kano, Katsina, and Jigawa. The Central Bank of Nigeria, CBN, says it will discontinue the foreign exchange price verification system portal used by importers from July 1. It also noted that the price verification report will no longer be a requirement for the completion of a Form M. The Form M is a declaration of intention to import physical goods into the country. And in sports, Manchester United are interested in signing Ademola Lookman this summer and are willing to put in an offer of 60 million euros to get him, as according to reports in Italy. Lookman played or enjoyed a spectacular season at Atalanta, including scoring a hat-trick in the Europa League final against Bayer Leverkusen. It was a triumph which saw Lazio win their first piece of continental silverware. This iconic display capped off a campaign in which the Nigerian winger netted 17 times and registered 10 assists across all competitions. One of Australia's most celebrated swimmers has announced her retirement from the sport for failing to qualify for this year's Olympics in Paris. Katie Campbell announced that it was time to officially say goodbye to the dream she had even since she was 9 years old in a social media post on the week after bowing out of the Australian Olympic trials in Brisbane. Campbell missed out on what could have been her 5th Games team when she fell short of qualification for the 100-meter and 50-meter freestyle events. A veteran of 4 Olympics, she has won 8 Olympic medals, broken 7 world records, and is one of the most recognizable faces in Australian sports. A report by La Provence Olympique says the Marcel's pursuit of Leicester's Wilfred Ndidi has taken a significant hit. It had been earlier reported that Marcel had made contact with the Nigerian midfielder who is coming to the end of his contract in England. However, as reported by the Marseille-based outlets, there are a few issues that are standing in the way of the club completing a move for the midfielder. Primarily, Les Plochens are unwilling to meet his wage demands, especially with the club attempting to cut its wage bill by a third after missing out on European football in a turbulent season. Elaine Thompson-Herah, the 2-time Olympic champion in the 100-meter and 200-meter, will miss the Paris Olympics with an Achilles injury. The 31-year-old Jamaican, a 5-time Olympic gold medalist, sustained the injury at the New York City Grand Prix on June 9 and had to be carried off the track. Thompson-Herah, the only sprinter other than compatriot Usain Bolt to win multiple Olympic titles in both the 100-meter and 200-meter, was aiming to defend her 100-meter crown after choosing not to be in the race in Jamaica 200-meter trials. That's Summit News, and it came to you live from Nigeria's capital, Abuja. We're on StarTimes Channel 276. Kindly follow us across all social media platforms using @GlobalTVNG and other handles as you now see on your screen. I'm Uya Agumofwebe saying a big thank you to you for watching. Coming up shortly is Lunch Global with Chung and Joseph. Have a great time watching.